get it out the flow. Cause that's the only way to go. Let's go.
Shooting. Lights out. It is a Monday, August 25th. We are on the road to the WNBA playoffs, and things has gotten a lot interesting over the last week that y'all saw us.
Yes, they have.
Cool McCain of Eagles Elite is in the building.
How you doing, Cole?
Afternoon, gentlemen. What up, Cole?
What's up?
The morning ships, Cole Johnson's in the building.
What's up? What's up, peeps? How you doing? Cool. How you doing, Playmaker?
And of course, the Playmakers in the building.
That's right.
Snowman's in the building. What's up, Snowman? Got to talk to him earlier today. About the WNBA.
I'm sure that was fun.
So you soothed his feelings about the fever?
No, I did not.
Nor should you.
Okay.
Hey, even at the expense of my own fan base, I told y'all last week.
At the expense of his fan
There's a person in Vegas. Put some respect on her.
Oh Lord, yeah.
I think somebody else has something to say about that.
It
Snowman, go ahead, share this out. Make sure everybody know that Shooting Lights Out is live, and we're going to be talking about the WNBA as the race to the playoffs is heating up, and we're running out of time.
Say it no more.
But before we get,
you're gonna make me pull that clip out and listen to it again. It's been a minute.
But before we get to the playoff race that is to come, news and notes. So let's go around the hardwood. To begin the around the hardwood as we start this off, Mr. John Wall retiring from the NBA after 11 NBA seasons. John Wall is retiring after 11 NBA seasons. Wall, 34, played most of his career with the Washington Wizards after they made him the first pick in the 2010 draft out of Kentucky. The five-time All-Star point guard finished his NBA career with an average of 18.7 points per game and 8.9 assists per game. He said on X, quote, "Today, I'm stepping off the court, but not away from the game. Basketball will always be in my life, and new opportunities present themselves. I feel now it's the time to walk away confidently into my next chapter." Close quote. Gentlemen, John Wall is hanging up the sneakers.
I'm having a hard time actually wanting to come up with exactly what I want to say about John Wall. Like the term that just keeps coming up in my head is, okay, fine, I'll say it. Potential unfulfilled. I mean, this guy had great game, and when he came out of Kentucky, he was supposed to be the next man up in the point guard realm, and unfortunately, he knocked on the door a couple of times and never barged through to superstardom, and never barged through to actually have his team achieve the success that his talent should have unearthed for his team. So I almost look at him like you all gonna hate me for saying this, a much less troubled version of Gilbert Arenas.
So with that being said, cool, I'll come to you with this. So do we put John Wall in that category with Derrick Rose, a Tracy McGrady, a Brandon Ward, a Grant Hill? All we knew watching them was they had star power went all over them, but injuries didn't allow them to see their full potential.
Absolutely. And also I would say at this point at retiring, John Wall can probably dominate and desecrate and violate me on a basketball court. But what I want to say is it feels like he's been retired for a couple of years already.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all kind of took what I was gonna say too. Like, I just feel like this is a man who was so nice, and you just never got to see like who he really was. And you know, it's easy to retire when you already got another job lined up, which we found out right afterwards he did. You know, it's easy to retire when somebody already said, "Hey, come talk basketball with us." So yeah, it's a very smart decision on his part. I get to walk away. I've been getting some bread for the last couple of years to kind of offset those years that I may not have been getting fully paid for my services. Let's just put it like that. And now I get to walk away and walk straight into being analyst. So I don't knock the hustle. You know what I'm saying? I do not knock the hustle.
All right. John Wall, looking forward to hear your basketball take, sir, as your... Is he with Amazon?
Yes, he is.
Amazon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Looking
sir.
forward to see how that works with Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
From John Wall to the Olympics. 2028 LA Olympic basketball to start 2 days before opening ceremony.
Interesting.
Basketball at the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics will start 2 days before the opening ceremony for those games. Organizers confirmed Wednesday. The FIBA, the sports globe governing body, said it has reviewed a revised basketball schedule for Los Angeles and that the games will begin on July 12th, 2028, ahead of the July 14th opening ceremony. It is unclear if it's the men's tournament, the women's tournament, or both will start before the opening ceremony. A preliminary schedule released last month called for 3 games on July 12th and 3 more on July 13th. This is what the FIBA had to say. Quote, this adjustment allows the quarterfinals to be played over 2 days and will also ensure that no games will start no earlier than noon, enhancing the overall experience for players, teams, fans, and broadcasters. Close. Quote, Cool McCain. The adjustment made by FIBA for the 2028 Olympics.
I like it. I like that now games won't be starting at 7 a.m. When people are either like myself still at work or asleep. You know what I'm saying? Not a good time to start games. I'm not a stickler for the opening ceremony. That nothing can happen before the opening ceremony, right? I like seeing it, whatever, but so it's fine with me that they're making this change, getting all the games on noon at the earliest. Oh, love that. And then also 2 days for the quarterfinals, semifinals, things like that. Spreading those things out and making it a little bit easier on the players. I'm always with anything that enhances the experience. And if this is what they feel like enhances the experience, then for once, I ain't got nothing smart to say.
Coach Johnson.
Well, something smart, Alec, because actually what you said was extremely brilliant.
Well, smart Alec to say, yeah.
Right. This isn't unprecedented. I'm trying to remember.
Was it Atlanta or was it the last time they were in LA? I was thinking it was sometime in America they did that before.
I think it probably was when they were in Atlanta the last time. I mean, LA the last time. Sorry,
that might have been it.
Yeah, but having events start that's not before the opening ceremonies. That's not unprecedented. In fact, the one last year in Paris,
rugby.
You had rugby and you had soccer matches that began before opening ceremony. So this isn't anything new. I think this is actually and Cool basically took the overall opinion that I had too. This is a good thing for the players, and if it helps to stretch out the event for the players to be able to safely do what they do, and if it also helps us as the viewing public to not have to watch games in the morning, then I'm all for it.
And Joel Embiid is not playing 2028, sir.
Oh Lord.
He's going to play. Is who he's going to play for? That's the question.
Not
No,
play,
no. He'll play. More than likely, he'll be playing on the bench.
He don't need to be practicing. He need to be in a cryogenic chamber somewhere. Not a hyperbaric, a cryogenic chamber somewhere. Trying to save himself for the season for his
A
team.
cryogenic chamber. Oh my
A
god.
cryogenic. Wow. You're something else, sir.
So
you said
basically,
you ain't had nothing smart to say. You just did it.
so basically,
I
you
didn't
want
say
this.
anything smart then.
So basically, you want this dude to be like Khan in Star Trek Beyond. Star Trek Beyond. Just be frozen.
I really want him. All jokes aside, I just want Joel Embiid to try to prolong his career. He don't need to do nothing outside of what he needs to play. He need to be load managing during the season, and he need to be chilling.
Load managing.
Yes, bruh. I don't care what I mean. Like people make fun of Joel Embiid, and you know how often he gets hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of these guys that they get hurt a lot. So once you start becoming one of those people that get injured a lot in basketball, just start load managing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Not start load managing.
Right.
Oh my.
Like we play the Hornets or the Wizards, you know what I'm saying? Or the Pelicans, some of the really bad teams. If they're at your place, just load manage. Now, if you go to their place, you should play at least a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The fans get a chance to see you. But like when you're at the crib and you playing in some of these teams that are not very good, just load manage, bro.
This man said low man's the one thing we can't stand, and he's telling Joel Embiid he can do it.
Certain people need to do it though. If we want them to actually be there for the playoffs, do you want to be laughing at Joel Embiid sitting on the bench again, wrapped up, both knees wrapped up, and elbows and back and all that, or do you want to see him actually choke in the playoffs? I mean, play in the playoffs.
I think you meant that first statement very well.
Choke at the playoffs for 500, Alex.
I think he actually meant that part.
You know he meant that, and he's correct.
I mean, I just hate this. Like, I'm not a fan of load management, but there are sometimes it's like, you know what?
Just go ahead and do it.
You're not gonna be there when it comes time for the playoffs. Like, you just not gonna be there. So you go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Just go ahead. You can load manage because
you can load manage.
You just
Kawhi Leonard.
Oh Lord,
Paul George. Even though y'all on the same team, both of y'all need to load manage together.
Then
Kawhi Leonard, Lord.
You know what I'm saying?
So pretty much Paul George went from one load management team to another one.
Yeah, Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson. While you dating Megan Thee Stallion, you might want to load manage a few games too.
What? Why is Klay getting a shot in?
Well, yeah. Klay would probably need the load manage because
he might just need a little
because I'm sure he's going to be having a lot of marathon sessions.
Yeah,
at the nearest Hilton.
He's gonna learn what WAP is.
Really? Hilton.
That woman gonna have him turn so many tricks he might pull hamstrings.
He gonna be at the pregame with I'm a bottom feeder t-shirt on.
I did not think talking Olympic basketball turned into load management and Klay Thompson dating Megan Thee Stallion. The things that happens on this show. And it's always live too.
It's always off the cuff.
Look, it's not Klay's fault. He's dating a big old freak, and I'm not saying that to clown Megan Thee Stallion. That's one of her songs.
Hey, I'm not mad at Klay Thompson. I have a newfound respect for Klay Thompson.
I ain't mad at her. I ain't mad at him either.
You know what I'm saying? A different kind of respect.
It's the fact he said a newfound respect. Like
I'm with cool. I'm like, oh, you pulled Megan? Okay,
exactly.
Bro. More power to you, Klay. All right.
Yes,
I didn't know you had that type of game, but you got it. Salute, brother. Salute. Yeah.
Looking for you and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Narrating y'all workouts.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
Writing on golf carts. I'm like, oh man. All right.
Well, while we on that real quick, shout out to Xavier Leggett. I know it's a different sport. Glorilla, I ain't mad at you either.
Oh, Gorilla got booed up. Okay. I didn't know that. All right.
I guess you eating raccoon with Xavier Leggett.
So I guess Dane Dollar didn't work out.
No, it didn't work out. Oh well. Mm. Glorilla got booed up. Wow.
That's word round with Charlotte.
Lord. Bulls to host Derrick Rose jersey retirement ceremony on January 24th.
I'm gonna have to listen to more her music.
Shut up, Cole.
Get him, Michelle. You want to eat some of the raccoon? You know, like raccoon. Right up.
You know, the Chicago Bulls will host a jersey retirement for Derrick Rose on January 24, 2026. The team announced Thursday. Rose's number 1 jersey will be added to the Raptors during a post-game ceremony at the United Center following the game that night against the Boston Celtics.
It should be done pre-game, but big ups to Chicago for retiring his jersey.
Yeah.
He was great for them, MVP. Another one that we just talked about before.
Oh, man.
Injuries.
Yeah.
Rose's number would be the 5th jersey retired by the franchise, joining Jerry Sloan, number 4, Bob Love, number 10, and of course, Michael Jordan, 23, and Scottie Pippen, 30.
They shouldn't even retire Scotty's jersey. He's such a hater.
Oh, wow.
He's just such a hater, bro.
Wow. You had to go there. Wow. Oh, I don't disagree with you. Yeah.
Dude, gotta be such a hater, bro. Like,
and why? And I'm sorry. Let me hop on this soapbox real quick. Scotty, why do you have to not only hater, Scotty? Why do you have to be such a hypocritical hater? Why? How? You act like you boys with Jordan when you play. Now you act like he's your worst enemy. Now that you all are retired. Come on now, son. Okay, let me hop off that soapbox. Sorry, Blake.
Come on, son.
Rose, a Chicago.
Oh, sorry. Let me hop back on that soapbox. See, that's why you had Michael Jordan's son pull Larsa. Because you
did
whack
that on purpose too.
Cold-blooded.
I'm sorry. Back off the soapbox. I'm sorry, sir.
You did that on purpose too.
Cold.
That's why he's saying cold blooded, because we both know you did that on purpose.
Hey, we need to call a segment cold blooded.
Oh my goodness.
You know I'm for the pettiness, so hey.
I have no problem with is him, Mr. Cole Johnson. That's the problem.
Oh, you thought I was the only one?
No, he knows. He knows.
I was about to say,
no, your pettiness that's come off the top. Your pettiness come off the top. Cole's pettiness comes in strategic fashion.
Hey, you got to have different deliveries. All pettiness can't be the same.
Exactly. And I respect Cool's pettiness a lot.
I respect yours too, sir.
Thank you, pettiness, it just come out the top. Okay, look here. That's when you know he's gonna be petty when he say, "All right, look here."
Yeah.
You know something petty's gonna come. See, Lord. Cole, he don't give you no signs.
Nah. I try to let you prepare yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what level's gonna come out myself. So I'm like, look, go and prepare yourself because you know.
Oh Lord.
You know.
I don't know.
Rose, a Chicago native, retired before the start of the 2024-2025 season, following a 15-year career in the NBA, which began when he was selected number 1 overall by the hometown Bulls. He spent 8 years in Chicago, winning Rookie of the Year in 2009, and being named the youngest, most valuable player in league history in 2011. Rose led the Bulls to the NBA's best record during the season at 62-20 in a trip to the Eastern Conference Finals, who we all know who they lost to in that one.
Yeah.
Probably the only time that I was actually a LeBron James fan.
Dang.
Interesting.
That's very interesting.
He was with the Heat.
My man said I was a LeBron James fan.
He was with the Miami Heat down with Dwayne Wade, so I was rocking with him during that time period. And then when he went back to Cleveland, well, no, I'll take that back. Kevin Durant made me continue to rock with LeBron because Kevin Durant pissed me off for obvious reason.
He pissed many people off.
He didn't even piss me off. I laughed at him and just called him a hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I'm petty, so there's a difference.
All right. Derrick Rose jersey is getting hanged up in the rafters. We heard from Cool Cole.
I really hurt for Derek. I mean, you mentioned the 2011 season where he won the MVP. That following season, they had the best record in the league again. And then we get to the playoffs. He's doing his thing, and all of a sudden, gone. At the end of game 1 of the first round. And he wasn't the same since. When I saw him in Memphis, I was like, man, this guy can actually change the way the league is played, the way he is. And I don't think I've ever seen such a dynamic player like that at the point guard position, who actually has the ability to be, and when I say selfish, I mean in a positive sense, selfish, but so dynamic. And he really isn't a selfish player. He's just an athletic beast, just in a 6'2" package.
Yeah.
And it was unfortunate that, unfortunately, that explosion caught up with him early in his pro career. Because if it didn't, we would be talking about him in a different manner.
Yes, we will.
But I respect him. I do. I respect him, and I think we were. And Cool said it wonderfully about John Wall, and of course it does apply to Derrick Rose. That brilliance was snuffed out far before it should have been because of injury trouble. But congratulations to him. I mean, Chicago's his home city too.
Yeah, so it makes it mean a lot more.
Yeah, it means a lot more to him, and it's an honor, and I'm happy he's going to get that honor bestowed upon him. Oh, the big dog Shane Lake says the dog is checking in. I see the gun is no longer smoking next to Cole, so that's a good thing. You missed the gun smoked. You missed it. You missed it, son. I was talking about Scottie Pippen. Losing Larsa to Marcus Jordan.
I was just waiting for somebody to put out a meme with the Tupac hit him up. That's why, with Marcus Jordan. Get money.
I would dive into that, but I don't have time. So there's so much to talk about in that topic alone.
Right.
That's why, you bet. Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right. Now we're going to switch gears here.
Okay.
Go ahead, sir. I'm done.
Oh, my goodness. All right. So the attorneys say that Malik Beasley, he no longer is the target of a gambling probe. So he's no longer the target of a federal gambling investigation conducted by the Eastern District of New York. His attorneys, Steve Haney and Mike Schlatter, I should say, told ESPN on Friday, potentially reopening a free agency for one of the NBA's top shooters and the poster child for mental health. Sorry. Haney and Schlatter told ESPN that they had extensive conversations and meetings with the Eastern District of New York and received determination on Beasley not being considered the target after allegations regarding gambling on NBA games and prop bets during the 2023-24 season. Now, Haney told ESPN, quote, months after this investigation commenced, Malik remains uncharged and is not the target of this investigation. An allegation with no charge, indictment, or conviction should never have the catastrophic consequence this has caused Malik. This has literally been the opposite of the presumption of innocence. Close quote. Now, ESPN reported back on June 29th that Beasley was under a federal investigation, which resulted in all of his free agent negotiations and offers being halted one day before the official start of free agency. At the time, NBA spokesperson Mike Bass said, quote, "We are cooperating with the federal prosecutor's investigation." Close quote. Now, the NBA's Players Association reiterated on Friday that there has been no evidence of more of an issue with gambling in the league as a whole. Of course, outside of one Mr. Jonte Porter. Sorry, cool. NBA spokesperson went on to say, quote, "NBA players compete at the highest level with the utmost integrity and are concerned that prop bets have become an increasingly alarming source of player harassment, both online and in person." If tighter regulations can help minimize that abuse, then we support taking a closer look at them. Close quote. In 2020, when Beasley played for the Timberwolves, he pleaded guilty to a felony charge of threats of violence, and he was sentenced to 120 days in jail. He served this after the 2021 season. He was also suspended for 12 games by the NBA in 2021 as a result of the guilty plea. All right, gentlemen, the thoughts of Malik Beasley basically now not being under the scope of the NBA investigating him for gambling, and now he's having his fun in the Big Three.
You know the funny thing is, me and Cool talked about this when you was on your sabbatical, Cole.
Mm-hmm.
And then we revisit it now that he's no longer a target.
Mm-hmm.
You still stupid enough to put yourself in that damn position.
I don't disagree with you on that.
Go ahead.
Yes, cool.
That's the only thing I need to get off my chest.
Yes, your thoughts, cool.
So I said this then. I said allegations. So I thought, when it comes to athletes that look like us, it doesn't seem to apply. But I thought it was innocent until proven guilty.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's now flipped to guilty until proven innocent. My problem is, okay, so you couldn't sign the player and say, okay, you've got this investigation going on, so we'll sign you, but it's going to be in the contract. If you are proven guilty, then we can rescind your contract. But nobody even wanted to do that. Nobody even wanted to get a man a clause incentive in the contract to say we can cut ties. Detroit pulled a big money offer. I'm in a couple of basketball groups. I saw one group of guys that's a Detroit fan. I ain't gonna call no names or anything. Talking about, now we can get him for cheap. You wish, my boy. He's not going nowhere for cheap. He gonna get the bag now. Somebody got money, and somebody can use Malik Beasley, and it's not gonna be Detroit, because if I'm Malik Beasley, Detroit #1 on the piss on you list, because you didn't stick by me. You threw me out as soon as there was allegations. Ain't no playmakers. Oh, you stupid! You put yourself in those situations. But hey, I don't know the details. Playmaker might, but without knowing the details, I'm not going to accuse the man of doing anything besides being targeted, because maybe his name was brought up by somebody who was trying to get themselves out of trouble. I don't know. What I do know is he's not guilty, and now we're inching way closer to the season. And you think you're going to get him for a discount, especially in Detroit, where they turned their back on that man? Unless
those
you come and
those
break
of you
bread.
those of you who are wondering what Cool is referring to, Detroit was set to complete a 3-year, $42 million contract.
Right. And when these allegations came up, the Pistons were like, I don't think so.
All you had to do, morality clause, right? They got it in contracts.
Yes,
All you had to do is say, if anything happens, then we're going to pull the contract if we decided we want to, because of you getting found guilty. But no, you didn't want to get a man a contract. You think you're going to get him now for the low? Oh, you're not getting him for the low. You can get him for the high. You're not getting him for the low. And there's a lot of teams out there that can use Malik Beasley and what he can do. That still should have some money.
Yeah, I know a team down in Central Florida that can use another shooter.
Yeah, I want him in Denver, but we ain't got no money. But if we did, I'd love to have him, but we ain't got no money for him.
Are you talking about the Heat playmaker?
I said Central Florida. I ain't say South Florida.
I know.
Even though they probably can use him too, because they.
You talking about Orlando?
Because he was talking about Magic. Yeah.
Y'all already got muscle arms.
Not muscle arms.
You can never have enough shooters, sir. In the game of basketball.
Well, Beasley, who finished second in the 2025 Sixth Man of the Year race, he averaged 16.3 points while appearing in all 82 games last season, his first as a Piston over a 9-year stretch of his NBA career. He also made 319 3-pointers, the most in a season in Pistons franchise history, and the second most in the NBA that season, trailing the Timberwolves' Anthony Edwards by 1 tray and a lot of hoes. Now,
you had to get that one in, didn't you?
I also do want to say Malik Beasley is the crash out king at the same time. So I'm not totally faulting people, but that's why I say you could have signed him with a clause, because he is a crash out king. My man will crash out.
Not crash out king.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
Well,
move on.
from Malik Beasley to a former NBA player, Sean Kemp. Now, the former NBA star was sentenced Friday to 30 days of electronic home monitoring for shooting at two men inside a vehicle at Washington State's mall parking lot. Now, Kemp must begin home monitoring within 2 weeks. This is reported by the Seattle Times. He also must serve 1 year of State Department of Corrections supervision and complete 240 hours of community service. Prosecutors recommended that the six-time All-Star be sentenced to 9 months in jail, a year's supervision, and pay restitution. Judge Michael Schwartz of Pierce County Superior Court found the circumstances surrounding the crime warranted a lesser sentence, allowing Kemp to avoid incarceration. Now, Kemp looked at the ceiling, blew a huff of air when Schwartz announced the sentence. He then repeatedly made the sign of the cross with his hand. Interesting. Now, after the hearing, Kemp said in an interview that, quote, the last 3 years have been tough, close quote. He plans to be an advocate against gun violence, especially among the youth. He went on to say, quote, think twice. Think twice when you get mad. Think twice when you get a little upset. Close quote. Then think a third time when fools want to climb in your stuff and fire that iron. I'm sorry. Several people sent letters of support on to the court on Kemp's behalf. About 30 people attended the hearing, including his pastor and former NFL star Marshawn Lynch. Your thoughts?
Marshawn Lynch be everywhere, yo.
Yes, he is everywhere.
Commercials, movies,
Hearings, everything.
Hearings.
TV shows.
We should hit Marshawn Lynch, like, bro, come talk some basketball. He'll probably come.
He'd probably come and probably will lace us with the knowledge. As intelligent as he is. All right, Playmaker, what do you think?
Sean, do better. Now you have to do a month's worth of community service hours. All because of what? A shooting that shouldn't have never took place.
He fired that iron.
Something that was actually in your own control.
100%.
Come on, man. Now, out of all the people, all the OGs of the NBA, I never thought I would be doing a article on about trouble. Would be you. And here we are.
Guess you misjudged that, huh, buddy?
Oh my. All right, cool. Your thoughts, sir.
Yo, I didn't even know he shot nobody, bro. Or shot at nobody, bro. Like, I see that he got sentenced. I was like, he shot at somebody? And my boy was like, yeah. I was like, when? It was like, I think it was back in like 22.
Yeah, it was a couple years ago. Yeah.
I was like, he just letting off at people like that? Come on, Sean Kemp. That's not an intelligent thing to do, my boy. Like, you got like 30 kids, bro. You got to be out. You got to make sure your kids good. You know what I'm saying? You can't be shooting people doing all that, bro. You got a whole clan Kemp that need the patriarch of Clan Kemp.
Well, you saying he could do? So you're basically saying he birthed a starting five? Wow.
He birthed a football team.
A football team. Oh my gosh.
I believe, if I remember correctly, I believe Sean Kemp, all jokes aside, could filter a team of all players, last name Kemp, or sired by him.
I love that word, sired.
Yes, sir. I have to use the good words. The fruit of his loins can fill up a team. How about
beautifully said. Oh my goodness. I'm not surprised that you know this, but I love it when you lace the people with your loquacious nature. Yeah.
Loquacious. Sir.
Oh my. Kemp said that he acted in self-defense and returned fire after one of the men shot at him from inside their Toyota 4Runner vehicle. Now, the defense also claimed that the two men Kemp shot at provoked the shooting by stealing Kemp's truck, his cell phone, and memorabilia in Seattle. Thankfully, no one was hurt in that shooting, which took place in March of 2023. Well, from a shooting that took place 2 years ago to sports cards that right now could sell for almost $13 million. A signed sports collectible card featuring Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant sold for $12.932 million Saturday night, breaking the record for the most ever paid for a sports card. The 2007-2008 Upper Deck Exquisite Collection dual logo man autographs Jordan and Bryant card, numbered 1 of 1, surpassed the 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle card, which sold for $12.6 million in August of 2022. The Jordan Bryant card was sold with Heritage Auctions. Canadian investor Kevin O'Leary, hobby mega collector Matt Allen, better known as Shine 150 on social media, and entrepreneur Paul Warshaw partnered together for the purchase. The auction house confirmed to ESPN. The Jordan Bryant card is the second most expensive sports collectible of all time. That trails Babe Ruth's 1932 World Series called Shot jersey, which sold for $24.12 million almost a year ago to the day. Now, Chris Ivey, Heritage Director of Sports Auctions, he had this to say about the sale. Quote, "They were kind of mocked, but it tapped into a demographic that wasn't interested in gimmicks. They just wanted the best of the best. They were adding patches and signatures, logo men. This was one of the first times logos from the jersey were used in this manner." Close quote. Your thoughts about this card selling for almost $13 million? Cool. Oh, sorry. Yeah, cool. Start with you.
I don't say this much, but I'm hating. Yo, I'm hating. 12.9 million.
Mm-hmm.
So after you had to pay everybody, you probably still cleared over 12 million.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, or close to it.
Yeah.
Hey. But that's what's up, man. Congratulations to whoever. And I don't blame you. I would want to be anonymous. Don't put my name, my face, nothing, nowhere. Nobody needs to know I had the card or that I sold it. Now I got 12.9 million or whatever portion of that that's there. So hey, I'm about to go, man. I need to find something. I got to have some paraphernalia somewhere I can make some off of 100,000 something. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations, though, man. That's what's up. I wish I had that thing though for real.
He said, "I'm hating."
I'm hating.
Mr. Solins.
13 million for a sports car. Not
Card.
card. We'll be playing for the signatures of both players? The logo? What exactly are we playing for?
The signatures mainly, probably.
I'm thinking signatures.
Yeah, both signatures being on there is big.
Yeah.
I just want to help me out here. Because darn, 13 million? For a what? For what? Oh, 4x6 card?
Playmaker hating too.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. 4x6. Yeah.
Yep.
Good gracious.
Yeah. Yeah, you're paying for the signatures, basically.
You definitely paying for the signatures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Ivy said that the card's consignment had been in process since February. The previous owner had kept the card for more than a decade and turned down the, quote, high 7-figure, close quote, private offer in lieu of an open auction where Heritage believed it would safely eclipse $5 million.
I believe he was right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing. You don't think some of these things will actually go for the price that they do. But it just goes to show how profitable sports memorabilia is and sports collectibles can be.
I got to go to some games with some people to sign stuff for real.
Wow.
That's why they don't want to sign nothing.
All right. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this installment of around the hardwood.
All right, commercial break. When we come back, the weekend.
Yes.
That was the WNBA.
It's going to be glorious.
Ah, shut up.
Welcome to Ringside Chaos. Thing with Tony Khan now being in talks to buy WWE, I'm going to be honest with you. I spoke to this with Ricky Litwinkowicz, aka the Master of Mayhem, and he honestly believes that me talking about Tony Khan buying WWE is basically I'm kind of wasting my time because Ricky believes it's never going to happen. Okay. Now, as a wrestling fan that's been super supportive of Brody Lee as a wrestler and everything that WWE could have done with him and, everything that he could have shown and, offered for the wrestling business, for me, I wasn't just a fan of Brody Lee himself, like in character. I strongly respected him, as a human being. Like, I had a lot of respect for Jonathan Huber. That's Mr. Brody Lee's real name. So basically, I had a lot of respect for Brody Lee, Luke Harper, and of course, Mr. Jonathan. Ladies and gentlemen, Ringside Chaos is available on all streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and YouTube.
WWE Shop is your online source for all things WWE. Be a part of the site, man, and score wrestling gear for big events like WrestleMania or SummerSlam. From current superstars to legends, from Raw to SmackDown to NXT. Don't miss this chance to shop for the most awesome WWE merch. Shop for the best deals as well as WWE gift cards and save big on your favorite items. WWE Shop at Fanatics Experience.
Cool McCain.
You thought you wanted Gunther against Chad Gable, but you didn't. And I'm going to tell you why. Chad Gable would take everything that Gunther's done and bury it.
The Playmaker.
It was on site. AJ Styles walked out there, seen LA Knight. Oh, okay, then LA Knight hopped out the car. Let's go.
Break down everything in TNA, AEW, and all of the WWE programming. Join these two kings, monarchs of wrestling, live every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central on the Play Caller Sports Talk YouTube channel.
And welcome back to Shooting Lights Out here on this Monday. Before we continue on, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're watching on the YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you can keep up with everything we got going on here at the Playmakers blog. Also, if you're watching on my personal LinkedIn page, go ahead and hit me a follow. But also slide over to the Playmakers blog, Sports Network YouTube channel, and hit that subscribe button. As we get ready tonight, 6:30, Monster Wrestling. Myself and Mr. Cool McCain down there.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Forbidden Door set a record. NXT Heatwave made some things happen that's going to make Cole Johnson throw up.
Forget Forbidden Door.
And then Cool and I will be previewing the final premium live event to ever take place on Peacock. Clash of Paris.
Classic Paris.
So 6:30. Real players sports. Yeah.
At Real Play Callers on YouTube.
Real Play
Play
Callers.
Callers Sports Talk. Yes, sir.
Real Play Callers.
And also Playmakers Blog Network too.
And also Playmakers Blog. Yes, sir. And also Shady Sports Network.
Yes. And shout out to you, Sam.
Now it's time for your weekly deep shot into hoops culture as we
I can feel better now.
get into the
Already?
weekend that was the WNBA.
Please recap this wonderfully Playmaker.
Cole is not right. You done made that man leave. Everybody left.
Well, unfortunately, after a wonderful breakthrough victory for the Brooklyn Liberty, they took it on the chin to Cool's Atlanta Dream by the tune of 78-62. Alicia Gray, who I think is a star on the rise, she showed you what she's about. 19 points.
They won't show no love though.
And then they still don't show her any love. I agree with you on that. On 7 of 13 shooting, 4 of 8 from 3, along with 4 boards. And Brianna Jones chipped in with 17, 7 of 11 shooting, and 8 boards. The Dream, what I love about this, the Dream basically did not take the Liberty for granted. they jumped on them. And you said this last week actually about the Dream, that you actually wanted them to commit to playing a 40-minute game. And to me, it looks like they did here. Your thoughts on this, sir?
It was honestly, it was kind of shocking because we had a good win against the Lynx earlier in the week.
Right.
So, a lot of times when you have multiple games against the better team, sometimes you get one and you kind of a little fat and happy.
Mm-hmm.
But they were not fat and happy. And we played well. Ryan Howard, she's always around. Maybe she doesn't make the slide, but she's always around.
Right.
Our 6th woman of the year should be always around doing her thing as well.
You were lobbying hard for that.
Yes, sir, I am. Give my woman what she deserves. Nas Hillman is out there balling. Ain't nobody improved more than her. You know what I'm saying? You forget 6 man. You just give her the most improved. We'll let somebody else have a 6 man since she's starting out. You know, but most improved player Nas Hillman. And you tell me somebody else who has went from being somewhat of a afterthought, end of the bench type player, gets some minutes, plays hard, to cracking the starting lineup, and basically is the reason Brittany Griner's sitting on the bench. You tell me somebody else who's done that, who's doing that this year. You can't. You know why? Because anybody else doing that. Get that woman what she deserves. But New York was undermanned.
Yes.
But hey, there's nothing Atlanta can do about that. We can't go out there and say, "Oh, you guys are undermanned, so we're not going to play hard." They came out and dropped 48 on them in the first quarter, and they only had 29. So at that point, you're like, all right, we done got this lead on you. Now it's a matter of trying to maintain it. Look at this. You look at by quarter, third quarter, almost they outscored them by 1. We only let the Liberty outscore us by 4 in the fourth quarter, because we understood we got the lead, but now we can't just not play.
Right.
I would have preferred that they were a little bit more aggressive in the third and got the 20s again. But, can't be but so picky. 78-62 win, a good solid 16-point win over the Liberty. We take it, and it helps us propel a little bit higher. And tiebreakers too, so
yeah.
I've said it all.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest key. Both teams are fighting or jockeying for the number 2 seed, and this was huge for the Dream. And they improved to 24-13. And I agree with you. If you want to be nitpicky, and the reason why I said it looked like they focused for 40 minutes in this game was I think they strategically could ease off the brakes in the second half.
Yeah.
But of course, I mean, any fan or any analyst could say, well, yeah, if they would have played the second half the same way the first, then that would have been a perfect game. But this was the type of game they needed to play against the defending champs, who unfortunately fell to 22-15. In the Dream, they improved to 24-13, and it looks like they're trying to hold off a lot of teams, one of them being the Liberty, and actually getting the number 2 seed. Now, I know I asked you the question if you actually cared if the Dream actually were to get the number 2 seed, and your answer was, I don't care about that as long as they actually win their first round playoff series. That's all you cared about. Then you would see growth on this team. I guess the question I have to ask to you about how you see with the Dream, because it seems like they now, and I said this earlier in the season, that I think they needed to rally around Alicia Gray and just ball out and just have others step up along with her, and you'll see the chemistry form.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that has happened? And
absolutely.
How far do you see this team going?
My concern, well, absolutely to the first part. Alicia Gray, definitely someone who from the area, right? She's from South Carolina, if I remember correctly. So being with the Dream, she's able to be as close as she could be playing professional basketball to family and friends that she grew up with, and people, close to her. So that always helps. I think that the only question with the Dream will be playoff pressure. How will they handle that?
Oh, that's a good.
If they get past the first round,
that's
my question. Now, if they walk up in there and they win their first round series, which they should win, right? We should.
Yeah, they should.
You get to that second round, you're playing one of the top teams. Right. Does the pressure get to you because you haven't been there before? That's why I say I just want to win a series. But if they can handle that pressure, man, if they can handle that playoff pressure, the sky might be the ceiling.
I agree.
The ceiling definitely ain't the roof.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think if people are like you, a huge Dream fan, I think the potential of this team is limitless. I really believe. And I'm with you. I think if they can get, and I understand your philosophy, if they can get some playoff success, if they can have that in their system, I think that would go a long way, because it does aid in chemistry if you can actually have the stakes high and know that almost every play means either you succeed or you will probably be one step closer to being booted out. It helps galvanize a team. So yes, I think I agree with you on that.
Now, if they were to go out and win a championship this year, would I be mad? Absolutely not.
Oh, of course not.
We got more championship gear loading. You know what I'm saying? We getting that. But I'm just trying, I want people to understand it's steps to this process.
Yeah.
And you can sometimes jump the steps, but you still got to go through the Liberty in the playoffs. You still got the Lynx. They may have their MVP candidate back by then.
Right.
And then you still gotta go through Vegas. With her.
Right.
They need to start calling her. That should be her nickname.
I think it probably would.
Adrian Wilson's nickname should just be her.
Yeah.
Capital H-E-R.
Yeah, I was about to say, just like the artist. I was thinking the same thing, just like the artist. Capital H, capital E, capital R. Yes.
Because you gotta put some respect on it.
Oh, yes. And
you got to.
And when H is saying that,
Yeah. And when you have Alicia Gray on the Dream, it's that same type of player. If you're going to be successful, you have to have one person that's just your vanguard. And then you have other people that go along with her, or if for some reason she has a bad game, you're able to say, all right, we got Ryan Howard that can step up. We got Nas Hillman, Brianna Jones. You know what I'm saying? We got other people that can pick up the slack if you need to, but she's that one you always got to watch for.
Right.
And that's the difference between this year and last year.
Yeah. Now, for the Liberty, they had a very eventful week. I mean, Monday, they were in Brooklyn. They took on the Lynx where they've been 0-3 against them for the season. And they broke through and they won 85-75. So
I said they would.
Yeah, and you actually did say that last week that they would, and they did. And I was thinking, okay, this is going to be a good triumphant week. Playmaker's going to be happy. And then Thursday happened. They hosted the Sky. Playmaker, what happened to him?
Angel Reese and Carmelo Cardozo is what happened to him.
Yeah, Carmelo Cardozo led the team with 22 points with a 91-85 victory against the Liberty. And it was unfortunate for the Liberty. They couldn't take advantage of breaking through against the Lynx.
Time out.
They took a step back against the Sky.
Right
Why
here.
are you stopping this? I'm trying. Look. I'm being compassionate here.
I don't need you to be compassionate. I don't need the word to come out of Coach and say, you're fine, Playmaker. The Liberty just need to get into the playoffs. Seeding doesn't matter. Because you know what happened? We walked home Thursday, we played Chicago, and we lose Sabrina Nescu to a foot injury. And then Angel Reese and Camilla Carter both decided to get 20-point double-doubles.
Oh, my. Oh.
And then the news comes out. Coach Cindy Brandella, guess what she says? I'm more concerned about health than seating. That damn Cole Johnson.
Everybody seems to be like, we just need to get in. Besides playmaker, playmaker seem to be the only one that's concerned with seating.
Right. What I say. I told you, playmaker. That is how your team is thinking. I told you. They're thinking they get the players so they can flip the switch. I told you this.
Like that, but Turnbull don't got the chemistry yet.
But playmaker, they finally beat the Lynx. You should be happy. This is a victory.
You beat the Lynx to lose to Chicago and Atlanta.
well, wait a minute. Losing to the
Dream. You got one W to take 2 L's.
But wait a minute. Losing to the Dream is not a bad thing, and this was a road L anyway. So it's understandable. I
think he's more upset with the Chicago L.
I'm sure he's.
I think that's the one that's got that vein under their hat.
I'm sure the home Sky L is what happened, because I didn't hear anything. We didn't see hide nor hair a playmaker until I mentioned the Sky.
And I gotta have Snowman message me after I know the results. The Sky? What? I know.
No, we didn't.
The moment I saw that, I was like, "Oh Lord, I already know this is going to be an eventful shooting lights out."
I bet it's cold. I was like, "Ooh."
But
you did beat the Lynx, though. You did beat the Lynx.
That's what I'm saying. You started off the week beautifully by beating the Lynx.
But to echo the famous words of Snowman and the lines that Cole Johnson loved hearing so much from Snowman, to be the champs, you must unseat the champs.
Oh. My shoes cost more than your house. Woo! Shut up, fat boy. Woo!
So
the ugly chick dressed up like the Statue of Liberty, you're not getting any action tonight. Woo! Woo!
So until then, I retemper my displeasure.
What? Wait a minute. Stop the presses. You're going to temper your displeasure?
I'm going to temper my displeasure.
Why?
I'm prepared for that.
Why are you?
Because I have a feeling how this is going to end.
Why are you tempering your displeasure?
Back to back.
Okay.
We're going to end this. See, I have a feeling we are in the Las Vegas Aces role from last year, and it doesn't end well.
Oh, so you expect an L somewhere in the second round. Okay.
But for now, I would temper my expectations because this is a tight, and I do literally mean tight. You can put the word type in all capital letters.
Mm-hmm.
Playoff race outside of Minnesota.
Well,
I would like to add,
yes, sir,
like Nat Booty to that, if you don't mind, sir.
Like Nat Booty. Well, to your point, playmaker, the Liberty are 22-15. They are 1/2 game off of the number 4 seeds pace with the Mercury. So
we can get to the standings later.
I know. I'm not, but I'm just saying, it's still hope for the Liberty to get the first round. We'll talk more about that later. But I'm saying this to you because I want to throw compassion in your direction. I understand that this week hurt. It hurt severely for you, and I'm here for you. So whatever you need, playmaker, just let me know. Just let me know, and I will support you as best as I can.
You know, is he doing this now? Because on Wednesday, the roles will be reversed.
I'm not thinking about anything of college football. My heart goes out to you. When I saw the Sky beat the Liberty, I was like, oh, no. And then when the Dream beat the Liberty, Cool and I started talking. I was, oh, yeah, this is going to be really interesting.
Yeah, he's going to be. Yeah.
And true to form, you were. You were amped. Or as they say in Houston, you were ag. And I get that. I understand, my brother. But just know, as your friend, Whatever you need, I'll be here for you, playmaker. We'll get through this together. The Liberty will rise, and they will be prominent yet again. They will rise to where they were when they started out the season 6-0. They will return to that glory, and hopefully they will return to successfully defend their WNBA championship come October.
Let me translate this for our audience. When the New York Liberty get eliminated in the playoffs, these two gentlemen here, both names that start with a C, will be enjoying my misery.
How could you say such things?
How dare you? I do not enjoy you being miserable at all.
I'm appalled that you would say such things about me, sir.
Yes.
And I have two people that's gonna lie right in my face.
Such
and I know both of them.
Such blasphemy. How could you say this with such a straight-faced playmaker?
I'm just shocked.
Dismayed. I
feel bamboozled.
I'm coming to you hat in hand. I'm saying if you need the help of getting through this, I will give you the support necessary. And Cool is along with me. Yes. We just want you to be happy.
That's the first thing from Cool, man. Because only one of us can be happy. And he prefer him.
No. What did I just say? I ain't worried about winning the championship this year. You can have it. I just want to get deeper and my team get some experience. So you win. I'll be happy for you.
That come at the expense of the two of us having to face each other in the semifinals.
I mean, I'm trying to win a round. That's goal one. If we can win a round, I'm happy. Anything besides that is like you go to the store and you ask for a single layer cake and then they start piling other layers.
I would give Cool a pass because Cool was happy, but he didn't use it against me when he was beat my Rams.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I lose a lot, right? A lot of my teams be losing, including the Dream. Been losing a lot. Tar Heels be losing a lot. The Miami Hurricanes ain't been none since 2003, right? So I don't be laughing at people when stuff. I can understand. Keep in mind, I'm a Denver Nuggets fan. One championship in our total existence. We 1-0 in the finals. We only been to the finals one time.
Mm-hmm. More than us, and we've been there twice.
But I'm just saying, we only been to the finals once. We did win, but we only been to the finals once. So I know losing. I've been
one of them carry the expense of Coach Johnson, Houston Rockets.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't throw it in nobody's face when you lose. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I don't do that either.
Yeah. Now if you
talk trash.
I would say Coach Johnson was not happy to come on that following week after the national championship game.
Oh no, I was not. Because I was absolutely abjectly pissed. How you have a lead for most of that game and then you let it slip through your fingers within the last minute. But that was April. Woosah.
Oh, but I'm gonna go ahead now and say I know y'all gonna be picking the games for this weekend and everything.
Yes,
on bearing down the gridiron. So I'll be on this week.
Oh,
I owe y'all one.
Oh, we're gonna get a guest appearance from the venerable Cool McCain. Oh, cool. All right.
And we played Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Notre Dame. Mm-hmm.
So no, I'm not rubbing it.
Go ahead, Mr. McCain. Have your fun, sir.
So I'm not rubbing in your face, playmaker, that I know that you will have your jollies and your joy of having to face the Longhorns, possibly losing in the shoe, and you would just simply rub it in my face.
No, I won't rub it in your face. There's some fact that now that I know how you feel about your Longhorns, like, well, this is content good that I did not expect. I did not expect you to go as hard as you do about the Longhorns.
It's my favorite team. You go as hard for your Gators as I do the Longhorns. What do you expect?
Good point.
I don't go that hard for them because I already know what the expectations are at.
That's a lie.
If I can get another 8-4 or 75 season, I'm good.
That's a lie. You want to wrap your starting quarterback in bubble wrap. That's a lie.
Yes, I want to wrap him in bubble wrap. How else we gonna get the 8 wins without him?
He said wrap him in bubble wrap. I've been telling y'all since the season started, my first appearance on the show this season. Put some respect on her.
Look, all I gotta say
36
about
and 13.
all I
Put
gotta
some
say
respect
all I gotta
on
say
her.
about Asia Wilson is she's gonna make it very difficult for Napheesa Collier to get that MVP. She's gonna say to get
Jordan
this,
and Barkley.
if to get this, you're gonna have to do this because she is not going to relinquish that title anytime soon. You're gonna have to wrestle it off her warm hands.
This
Oh,
is like
don't
Jordan and
worry,
Barkley.
Francisco. I will answer that question later on. We'll answer that question.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting. But yes, Asia Wilson, 36, 13 against the Mystics, a team that's trying to make the playoffs.
What I like about this game is that the Aces started off slow, and then like in true fashion of a star player, she read the room, read the floor, and said, "Okay, you need me to be this? Okay, well, I'll step it up. All right, jump on my back, let's go." And I'm loving what I'm seeing out of Asia. I'm loving what I'm seeing out of her.
And then this happened Saturday.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, well, I should be happy. I should be happy, but the sky can't be this moribund. I'm like, come on, man.
So the Sky were exactly what I thought we would be. You went, you beat the Liberty. You're like, yeah, we beat the Liberty. Yeah. And then Connecticut was like, I mean, y'all ain't no better than us. Like, we the worst, but y'all right. Y'all ain't no better than us. Like, we about even.
Yeah. I will not get that out of my head.
Yeah, Connecticut, like, you know, if anything, maybe we like tier 6 and y'all tier 5 bottom. So come on, man. Like, seriously.
How you let 3 players go for 20 plus?
No pause with the bottom. How? You know the team's inept, but it's beautiful. We're seeing 2 inept teams play each other.
But Taylor Marsh, you showed me some personality for once. You showed me some personality for once. I'll give you that.
Does it matter? I mean, both teams are 9-27.
You showed me something. Jeez.
Like I said, you ain't no better than us.
He showed some personality, got ejected for it, but let the rest know how terrible they are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what exact words he used, but it was on the lines of y'all suck.
But I will say this. I thank you, son. I appreciate what you did. You have made me a very happy man.
I bet they have, sir. I bet they have. I meant to message you when this happened too. I meant to message you and be like, you know, if you smile too long, your face might get stuck like that, sir.
You were correct, sir.
A meme of the Joker.
You are correct, sir.
Now,
but we'll talk about why I'll be smiling later.
Now, that was Saturday. Let's move to Sunday. Let's move to what happened yesterday. Yesterday, NECA said, I still play and you would still respect my name.
Oh, the storm woke up. Oh, okay.
So NECA said, put some respect
on it. Well, you have to with 30-6.
Plus the game-winning bucket.
And she only missed 1 3.
Yeah, she was locked. She was locked in. She was locked in Sunday.
Yeah,
and that's the type of effort that the Storm needs in order to get to the playoffs, because for some reason that's just been lacking. And I mean, they were doing well early, and then they just hit that real hard slide. And you know, they need to have this effort, and she has the game. That's the thing. She has the game to do this,
and they still beat us.
Is Washington hitting that young team wall now at the exact wrong time to do so?
That's a possibility, for real. That's a possibility. That's the bad thing about not having at least a couple of vets on there, because you do normally hit that wall, and they may have.
Mm-hmm. Now in the Storm, two perennial playoff teams, both slice the Mystics' percentage of making the playoffs down some more.
That's a really good point, Cole. That's a really good point. Because I think that is what and I was thinking that's what Skylar Diggins was supposed to be. But for some reason that hasn't really happened.
Skylar's got her own stuff going on.
Well, yeah, she is newly divorced, so you have that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
She's probably not as focused as she could be. Understandably so.
Yeah, definitely.
From there, the expansion team did Cole Johnson a huge favor.
Thank you, Valkyries. Thank you, Valkyries.
Before you continue on, this is the starting point guard for the Valkyries. So what was the wing doing for a starting point guard to get 4 blocks?
The Wings, they were showing how inept they are.
4 blocks from the point guard position.
Veronica Butler led the way with 25 points, 5 rebounds, 13 dimes. I didn't like Magic Johnson, and 4 block shots in their 90-81 victory over the horrible, putrid, moribund, crappy Dallas Wings.
So, Cole, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Is her name Okonwo, the young lady who hit the back-to-back threes?
Mm-hmm.
Was her first 2 threes of the season? Was that a Conwo or I can't.
Let me see. Is that Conquo? Let me see. Give me a second. I can answer that question.
Well, whichever way. I love I was watching part of the game. So I love when you see young players, right? And they get in, they start getting opportunities to do things, and they do it, and it's just like, go back, play defense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes, especially if it's your first or your second time doing something, you kind of get excited and you get outside of yourself. Poise for days. I like that in my players, and I like that in her.
Yeah, Amy Okonkwo.
Yeah, Okonkwo.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't remember if it was a Conwo or a Conquo because I didn't want to mess her up with like one of these football players that has a very similar name. But yeah, I liked her, and she needs to see some more time on the court for y'all. But I know Cole don't want to see too much time because there'll be no difference, man. Get your little experience.
Oh my goodness. Well, Burton led. Burton led all scores 25. Oh Lord. Oh my goodness. Leon Rupert chipped it with 17. Kyler Charles chipped it with 16, and off the bench, Kate Martin hit you with 12. For the losing Wings, you had Maddie Siegrist with 16, Haley Jones with 15, Grace Berger with 11, Maisha Hines Allen with 15 on the bench, along with the aforementioned Amy Okonkwo with 12, with 2 or 3 from long distance.
I didn't hear her name.
You did not hear the name of Paige Beckers. Is that the name you were going to hear?
Yeah, that's the name I'm looking for.
9 points, 9 assists. Off of 3 of 12 shooting in 34 minutes.
Off night, still was fun to teammates, so I can work with that.
And 5 fouls.
We is talking about the WNBA ref, so
that's true.
That is fair.
Yeah, that is fair. The Valkyries improved to 19-18, and the Wings, they dropped to 9-29.
All right, Snowman, if you're watching, close your eyes. You do not
open them wide.
And Mr. McCain, I believe somebody had a message for you, sir.
Ain't no message for me.
In her return from a 7-game absence with a foot injury, Napheesa Collier said, "Hold that thought. I'm still the front runner for MVP."
I know, not nobody's mind, but that guy over there, because he loves you. You're not.
No, she is, because guess what? According to BetMMG,
I don't care about BetMMG because BetMMG don't decide who is the MVP.
No, but they do talk to the people who does make that decision.
They talk to them, but guess what? You talk to people all the time, and they tell you one thing, but when it's time to make the vote, what happens? It don't match up, and you wonder why.
That's good.
So Napheesa Collier is still the front runner for MVP.
Napheesa, put some respect on her. And I ain't gonna say it no more. You're the second best player in the WNBA. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's
I never
facts,
said
man.
she was the best player in the WNBA. I just said
That's-
she was MVP front runner.
That's facts. She is the second best player in the WNBA. That is facts. I agree with you there.
She is not about to put up 36 and 13 a night, sir.
How would you know? That's how she got to the start to begin with.
She's not about to do it.
Am I lying, Cole?
She's not about to do it every night. She's
I
gonna have
mean-
to do it every night for the rest of the season.
I mean,
Because my MVP is doing it every night.
that is how she became the front runner, having that first month of bomb games, and yeah, similar to Asia's last month of bomb games.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And when you have bomb games nearer to the end of the season, what does that do to voters, Mr. Johnson?
It is how definitely with basketball. I'll just put in basketball. Normally that has an impact because normally voters weigh how games are later in the season than they do in the front half. Normally
That's what happens. Thank you. That's all I got to say. And one more time, put some respect on her. I'll give you a slow version now.
I'm just gonna say if she wins MVP, I'm gonna give Cootie full screen. That's exactly what I'm
And
gonna do.
if she loses the MVP, that's when I
You gonna get the full screen too?
I don't need the full screen if she wins because it's rigged.
It's not rigged.
No, doggone it. Wait, what? Good Lord. Who's your sixth player front runner? Well, cool.
Nas Hillman.
I couldn't even think of her name. Now
But she's
give
gonna
him
end up winning most improved.
now give him the full screen when she does, if she doesn't become sixth
I'll be
woman of the
okay
year.
as long as she wins most improved. She really should win most improved.
Or
Because
most
what's going to happen
and-
is they're gonna find some darling that they love, and they're gonna say, Nas Hillman actually started the last 12 games for them.
Did I not say that to you last week?
It's gonna be one of those playmakers. That's what it's gonna be. Somebody that makes the decision is gonna be one of those playmakers.
Don't get mad at me. I just read the freaking rules.
She started a quarter of the season, but 2/3 of the season she was on the bench. But because she started at the end of the season, then we're not gonna give her the sixth person of the year award.
I don't know why he act like I create the damn rules. I don't create the goddamn rules.
Bruh, if you look at the rules, if the majority of your games you come off the bench, then you are eligible for the sixth person. I say person because these are women. I don't say six men with the women. I say sixth person.
Yeah. Yeah, sixth woman here. Yeah.
You can say woman, person, as long as you're not saying man. I'm good. You know, some people may not identify as a woman.
Don't you even do?
Yeah, don't.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying. So person is.
Yeah, just as long as you're not saying sixth it of the year, we're good.
Yeah, I'm not saying sixth day of the year, sixth them of the year, sixth shim of the year. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying sixth person. Sixth D of the year, none of that. I'm not doing any of the same person.
And
what's wrong?
Matter of fact, I don't even know why Coop be coming at me when it comes to Asia Woods, because who the one that called her the queen?
But you don't. But you say she ain't MVP. That's why I be coming at you, sir.
You I'm telling you, Napheesa Collier was sick and dominating the freaking league. What you want me to do? Act like I'm not seeing it.
Now, but now who's dominating playmaker?
She came back. She came back in her first game.
She had a
and
good
32-9 against the Indiana Fever.
She had a good game against the Indiana Fever with how many people in the backcourt? About three.
How many people on the damn team?
Right. So if you can't dominate against Indiana when they the mass unit of the WNBA, then that should be a problem.
Yeah.
Well, you still, when you come off a foot injury, you ain't supposed to be like that.
How you know how she's supposed to be? You claim she's supposed to be the MVP. So if she's supposed to be the MVP, she should come back and have a game like this.
When you come back,
depleted team.
When you miss that many games, you don't come back right away and start dominating.
Fresh. When you playing against the Fever, you do. They about to be 500. They about to be out the playoffs. We talk about Seattle and other teams getting.
The fact that he said that was a very nice slide.
Magical. That's what happened when you rep Agent Wilson. You just know things.
Here's the updated standings. And if you recall, there are 3 teams missing because they are officially eliminated.
Yes.
And by the way, all 3 of them got the same damn record.
They do. Well, no, they don't. They don't have the same.
No, because one I think has more losses.
That's right. They don't have the same record. They have the same amount of wins.
Yeah,
but they don't have the same record.
Dallas has more losses.
To me, that's the same amount of that's the same record to me. All y'all got 9 goddamn wins.
Well,
one of y'all better get to 10
But
All I'm
one of
saying is losses.
right, but one of them has 29 losses.
Now I know what team that is. The simple fact that the way that he said it.
Yeah, when I seen the score at the end of the game, right? I was like, bro, that dude's face gonna be stuck with a smile. That dude gonna break his own face smiling.
Have the cheeks hurting. Yes. A new day has dawned.
Ooh.
This now is a successful WNBA season.
Cole, you want to read that?
I'll read that mess. Now he has a point though. There's always other contenders, but Nas.
Francisco Castillo. It's good to see you, sir. He says most improved player might be Burton. Went from reject at the Wings and Sun to now leader of an overachieving team.
That's fair.
In the newly formed Valkyries.
That's fair. But just also remember, go pull up Nas Hillman stats from last year. She was pretty much play a game or two, about 3-4 minutes. And don't play no more. And what she did was she stayed on the same team. They got better and say, you know what? I'm gonna be a contributor.
Matter of fact, this is a good one to bring up his other question.
I'm
now
gonna
that we got the standards right here.
Okay. Mr. Castillo says, who do you all have for Coach of the Year?
You know I'm going homer on this. So we don't even need to ask me. I'm going straight homer on this.
So cool. We'll go with Carl Smesko, playmaker. And for those who don't know, he's the head coach of the Dream.
And all those people, I want to say to all the people that was like, oh, we need a new coach, and that's the issue. I humbly apologize to you guys. You were right.
Wow. Your choice, playmaker.
Do I need to give you the full screen to say that again?
If you want the full screen, go ahead, sir.
I'll turn it cool.
No, we're not saying that again.
So cool says Carl Smesko. So is his Coach of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, playmaker. I know it's not going to be Sandy Brondello.
Hell the hell no. Matter of fact, she won it last year. She's good.
For those that don't know, she's the head coach of the Liberty. I'm sorry.
She won it last year. Either last year or the year before. I can't remember which one. But she
probably last
she's
year.
good.
Wrong for that, bro.
She's good. Look here.
Wrong for that.
Look here.
Wrong for that.
Between the three of us, all three of us don't mind going off on our teams, okay?
Well, no. Because we all do it. Because we all do it. So, yeah.
So, hell no. Cindy, I love you, but hell no.
Just for that answer and your laugh, cool, was worth it.
I have three options.
Okay.
That damn team that's in front of everybody.
Okay, so that would be Cheryl Reeve.
Cool McCain's pick.
Okay. Which is called Smetzko, another choice.
You don't even want to say their names.
And then Phoenix Mercury.
Okay, and they are helmed by Nate Tibbetts. So,
I can dig that, actually.
No, those aren't bad choices. No, all three of them. Yeah. All three of them.
I'm leaning, okay? Mm-hmm. This is not, I'm leaning towards Phoenix. Because they pretty much re-energized their whole freaking team. And they are not that far off from second place.
Agreed.
I'm leaning towards Phoenix.
2.5 back, I believe.
Yep, 2.5. Actually, 1.5 back.
Wait, hold on.
1.5 back.
Oh, yeah, 1.5. They're 2 back in the win column. That's weird. They're 2 back in the win column, and then they're a game back in the loss column, but they're only
a game and a half back.
Game and a half back. That's weird. You would think 2 because you got 2 more wins and 1 less loss, but hey, that's okay.
So I'm leaning Phoenix for Coach of the Year.
Okay. So that would be Nate Tibbetts. 1 for Nate Tibbetts, 1 for Carl Smetzko. I personally believe it's going to be Cheryl Reeve who will win it, but that's not my choice.
Because she's coaching the best team in the goddamn league.
Right. But that is not my choice. I should think it's going to be Natalie Nakasi, who is the head coach of the Valkyries. And the reason why I say that is who on their bingo card had the Valkyries in playoff contention when the season began?
I don't think people thought that was even possible.
Right.
That's fair. That's actually very fair. That's very fair.
Yeah. And that's, to me, that's the reason why I think she would deserve it. But I think she's not going to get it. I think it's going to be Cheryl Reeve that gets it.
But who had the dream at second place at any point in the season?
Oh, the same answer. Keith Sweat. Nobody.
Yeah. But I would say that you probably at least expected the dream to be about sixth place and at least, somewhere around the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
You expect the Valkyries to be nowhere around the playoffs. A new franchise, everything from the ground up.
Now I will also say
I can't pick them. I can't pick their coach over mine.
Yeah. Now I will give somewhat of a slight honorable mention to Becky Hammon, considering that the Aces looked like they were circling the drain before the All-Star break, and now, thanks to, of course, buoyed by Asia Wilson being the baddest woman on the planet. I mean, now they're on the doorstep to the number 2 seed in the WNBA. So a good honorable mention to her, but I think Cheryl Reeve is going to win it. But now Nakasi is my choice for Coach of the Year. So to recap, cool. His choice is called Smesko, the head coach of the Dream. Playmaker, his selection is Nate Tibbetts, the Phoenix Mercury head coach, and mine is Natalie Nakasi, the head coach of the Valkyries.
Now, the last time y'all saw these standings, New York was 3.
Yeah.
Above Vegas and Phoenix.
They were. Yes, sir.
Now they are behind Vegas and Phoenix.
And that's why I came to you, Playmaker. I said, look, I know this hurts. You saw the stats, you saw the standings, and you witnessed your team. Let me see, how can I say this? You witnessed your team coming up shorter than Mini Me at home against the Sky. And I just felt for you. It really hurt my heart, Playmaker.
Are you done?
No. It hurt my heart to see that happen. And then they put forth a putrid effort in the A. And I just want to know, are you okay, Playmaker?
If you don't stop talking about the Liberty.
I cannot.
I'm being compassionate.
I did not do that for you to keep going on the Liberty. I'm making some points here.
I'm your friend, Playmaker. I'm doing.
I heard enough about what's going on with the Liberty. I don't need to hear no more.
I'm compassionate, Playmaker. I'm sorry, sir.
Now, before I was interrupted.
Please make your point.
Now, before I was interrupted, last week, the team that's sitting in 6th place, that would be the Seattle Storm, they were sitting in 8th place. Now they jumped up to the 6th spot.
Mm-hmm.
The Valkyries still stayed with it at 9th. And then the team that was in 6th place, that would be the Indiana Fever, now they are in the cut line.
They Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. They free fall.
Mm-hmm. Free falling.
Yep. Free falling.
And it didn't help that Sophie Cunningham is done for the year.
Yeah, I think that was a huge blow to the Fever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
so you have no
the Storm may be the Storm may be 6th seed, but I mean they're only a half a game above the Valkyries and the Fever. So that's precarious at best for them still.
So
that's a good point.
No Colston, no McDonald, no Cunningham. If I said last week the Fever was going to hold on, they definitely hold on for their life now because they need Caitlin Clark back more faster than ever.
And they're purposely sitting Caitlin Clark until at least the end of the season. So yeah.
And I don't know if that's gonna be a wise idea because the one team that you haven't beaten all year is the team that's on your ass. So if any tie happens between the Fever and the Sparks, guess who wins?
The Sparks.
Oh no, it'll be Cool McCain because he'll be stroking.
The sumptuous Sparks.
That's what he'll be doing. He'll be stroking.
Sparks.
He'll be stroking to the east, stroking to the west. He'll be stroking to the team that he loves the best. He'll be stroking.
Even though that's not the team he loves best, but
No. I know the team he really does love, but I mean,
you got to make it work for the song. You got to make it work for the song.
I had to make it work for the song, and the eye candy. The eye candy basically rules the song.
And in this case, Cool McCain got up on Snowman in the morning and be like, "What happened to the Fever, man? How the Sparks overtake them?" So the will be they can't beat the Sparks. The Sparks went to Indiana, bust them in their mouth. Indiana went to LA, still got busted in the mouth.
Why busted in the mouth?
Because both of the games I seen Snowman get angry.
I would actually go on and be like, I just need to clarify: is you Sky, is you Fever, or is you both?
You don't got to clarify. He is most definitely Fever.
Oh, he's Fever all the way.
But y'all know why I would do that though.
Oh, of course I know why you do that. And I would be, like how I'm cheese grinning over the Wings being the worst team in the WNBA. I cheese grin just as wide.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you ask the question when you already know the answer, because the process of getting to the answer is fun.
Yeah. Oh, Ghost of Girolitis. It's good to see you again, sir. He says, Nakasi's my choice too. She took Scrubs to the playoffs. Yeah, I mean,
I can't argue with it. Like I say, I got to go with my coach, but if he don't win, that's who should win.
Yeah, and I can't hate on your choice either. I mean, like you actually did say, who had the dream, the number 2 seed in the WNBA right now? Nobody thought they was going to do this well.
I didn't think they were going to do this well.
Right. So you got to give props where it's due.
Yeah.
He also says, Miss Siemens a bust.
The lady had been out of the WNBA for 2 years. And then she comes to a team where 3 of their players are already hurt.
Yeah,
we haven't had a full roster since the All-Star break.
It's hard to say yes to that, though the temptation is great. If that makes sense.
The temptation. Yeah. It does.
Yeah, the temptation.
And I wouldn't say bust either. But yes, I'm with Cool Ashley.
Now, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
We have the dates of the playoffs.
Let's get it.
Which all will be on the family of ESPN.
Oh, they finally gonna be televising games.
You know what?
I didn't mean to say that.
Get me off this screen right now.
Okay, so in the quarterfinals, that's going to be between September 14th and 19th. The semifinals will be between the 21st and the 30th of September, and the finals will be a 2-week span from October 3rd to, if they play Game 7, because this year the finals will be 7-game series or best of 7. October 17th will be the last game or Game 7 of this year's WNBA playoffs. All games will be on ESPN and the family of networks: ESPN, ESPN2, ESPNU, ESPN Espanol, ESPN 3, ESPN 8 Ocho, Longhorn Network. I'm sorry, no.
ACC Network.
ACC Network, yeah, sorry. ESPN, ESPN2, ESPNU, and ABC.
Bro, why would you put? I just got to say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why would you put WNBA professional games on ESPNU?
That's a wonderful question, because I thought it was a college platform too.
The whole purpose, I thought, for ESPNU was to showcase college and possibly high-profile high school games. But also, this is probably going to run into some of the thoughts that Playmaker have. So, WNBA. Let me make a point very clear to you. You want people to watch your playoffs. You want people to care about it. You want people to be invested, but you don't show them the teams.
Wow.
So now ESPN is going to do exactly what they did to the Marvels movie. They're going to put them on all these networks, right? And they're going to say, oh, but people are not watching. They're not watching because you're not putting them on in the regular season. But the WNBA is not pushing for that. They cannot be. You cannot look me in my eyes and tell me we've been pushing to get games on TV. Because I would say to you, lies, transgressions, and untruths. Ooh. You have to do a better job, people. If you want the league to grow, you want people to actually watch. You have to actually put these games on. And I'm not saying you got to put every game on every day, but put games on where people can actually watch. Put games where the average casual sports fan can watch, because that's who you don't touch. That's who doesn't care. That's who's going to see these games and flip through to a rerun of Good Times or Martin or Friends or Game of Thrones or whatever, because you have done nothing to invest in for the entirety of the season. That's why we get up here every week and get mad when you don't have games on TV. Because now you've got your playoffs coming, and then you're going to say, oh, the numbers aren't high enough for us to keep putting all these games on. So next year, they're just going to have to be on ESPNU and ESPN2 because, you know, we need things that draw more people on in these specific time slots. In WNBA, took a game, you took a gun and shot yourself in the thigh.
Put a pin in that, because I was going to go over at this moment in time, but no. No. I got a better way of going off. Let me go to the upcoming games. Let's go to tonight. We got 2 games tonight.
Who gives a crap about the Sun?
I mean, it has to be played, okay? Against the underhanded New York team, so I'm guessing we're gonna see which team chooses not to suck less at Barclays.
Oh,
wait, you have that little faith in your undermanned
Lord
Brooklyn Liberty?
It's Connecticut, bro.
If they can lose to Chicago Sky,
right? But they just lost to Chicago. So come on. Okay.
Wow, playmaker. Okay. You are hurt. I've been calling the Liberty Brooklyn all broadcast long, and you haven't corrected me once. I have bigger fish to fry. You are really hurt.
No, I have bigger fish to fry right now.
You dumb, bro. You mad dumb.
NBA TV 8:00. Las Vegas Aces. They're in the Sky. They're in the Sky City to take on the Chicago Sky. Angel Reese, have fun with Asia Wilson, because you might get taken to school again.
Oh, she'll be taking college courses.
She's about to get 40 tonight, bro. She about to get a fuddy bug on them. She might not though, because she might be out by the third quarter.
That's tonight. Let's go to tomorrow. Oh, 2 games. CBS Sports Network. Seattle takes a trip to Indianapolis, as Indiana people are looking for any type of win they can have right about now, because they brought winning out of time and bodies.
Free falling, they are free falling,
cause they free.
10 p.m. tomorrow night. City of Angels, as the LA Sparks host the Phoenix Mercury. A very important game.
Mm-hmm.
A very important game here.
So I think I'll be able to catch the game.
While Cool be having his fun watching the Sparks.
That's what I'll be doing.
A lot of fun.
This game is very important. The Sparks are trying to make the playoffs, and the Mercury are trying to improve their seeding.
Well,
that's Tuesday. Let's go to Wednesday. Oh, 2 more games.
Oh, that's beautiful. NBA TV again.
The Aces take the trip to the ATL. This game might have Cool McCann on pins and needles here.
This game could possibly be who's going to have home court in the semifinals.
I won't be smiling watching this game. I won't be smiling.
No, and I don't think you'll be saying put some respect on it. Neither.
Probably will.
And then 8 p.m. the Cole Johnson game of the week.
Yes,
the Cole Johnson game of the week.
I want the Sun to beat Dan on the wings. Oh, and shout out to you, Megan Price, the Queen of Hoops. I'm so glad you saw the light, and now you watch Valkyrie's games and not the Wings games. I'm proud of you, girl.
Now,
I saw that
let's reverse it back. Why did I do that instead of going off because Coach Young?
Because he wanted to prove the point. That's why.
No, from this point, because cool. You ready to get mad, cool? From this point forward, no, I'm just saying. From this point forward, from today all the way to September 11th, there are WNBA games to be played.
But ESPN is not televising one of them.
Now, name me Buffalo Kuma King's point from earlier. Actually, you know what? Matter of fact, no. We're gonna end this show off in the right manner.
Oh, you going flagrant foul? Oh, okay.
First, let me get to ESPN. You won't tell me this whole time during the summer, you only picked and choose what games you wanted to televise. But the postseason come around, you want to play all of them.
Well, remember, Playmaker, it's Caitlin Clark or bust.
When it comes to the postseason, it might not be no damn Caitlin Clark.
That's the problem. And that's what it
and
was.
guess what? And guess what?
And that's
the entire. But yet you want to showcase the entire playoffs. The entire playoffs. But your ass couldn't do that during the damn season. Matter of fact, we ain't even gonna see a WNBA to ESPN until September 9th. It is August 25th.
So okay, 2 weeks.
ESPN, you get on my goddamn nerves. You sitting around here trying to be the lead, the worldwide leader in goddamn sports, but you don't want to showcase every goddamn leader you're supposed to showcase.
Well, I mean, the way they've been brokering deals, I mean, between WWE and MMA, yeah, they're trying to be the worldwide leader everywhere.
Matter of fact, guess what's on ESPN right now currently?
Who, Roman Reigns?
The U.S. Open.
Oh, see, tennis. I forgot they do tennis now. Yeah, I forgot they do Wimbledon and the U.S. Open. I totally forgot about that. See, look at that.
Now that football season's coming around. Oh, now CBS is no longer going to be showing WNBA games because now football's back.
Of course.
I haven't. Matter of fact, those 3 days that I showed you, I didn't see Ion Television in there. I didn't see Amazon in there. But all these networks that cover the league, all the playoff games got to be on the ESPN family of networks.
Yes, they got to get their bang for their buck.
ESPN, y'all full of it when it comes to women's sports.
Wow. Well, but they do well with softball.
Yeah, because I only show that for college softball.
Exactly.
Now, let's get to the WNBA side. Before I go into that, Kathy Engelberg, you keep effing around, and you gonna F up what the WNBA's got going on.
For those who don't know, she's the commissioner of the league. But yes.
There's a deal. That was a deal that was set. And me and Kuma Kane talked about this deal too. That a group from Boston is finna buy the Kinetic Sun and move them to Boston. Am I lying, Kuma Kane? But come to find out, that deal never made it to the board of directors because Kathy Engelberg never proposed it.
Move them to Houston.
Now all of a sudden, there are options to buy the Kinetic Sun. But they play some of their games at TD Garden.
So I can give you a little insight because I've been looking into this.
Oh, please do, sir. Please.
Yeah. So basically, the WNBA has decided that Boston's not a market they want to go into, so they're not going to let them move the team to Boston.
What did I say? What did I say?
That's not a market they want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to persuade the Sun ownership, the casinos that don't want the team anymore, to do one of three things: to either sell the team to someone else in Hartford, a group in Hartford, sell it to the league for the low, so then the league can turn around and make profit off of it,
right?
Or they keep it and sell off some of the ownership stake in it. And then if that team wants to move it somewhere else in the state, they can. But they don't want them to sell it to Boston because this is what made me mad.
Because
I live in Charlotte, and these people are dying for a WNBA team.
Man, salivating.
They're like, oh, if the league gets the team, then they can kind of work with different people and have it relocated to one of the cities that are on their target list.
Bunch of crap.
So why not, if you have certain places, why not go to the Mohegan Sun people and say, hey, this is the list of places that we're okay with you selling the team to. Right? And let them pick from the list. You know why? Because then the list might get public.
100.
And you don't want the list to get public. So what you want to do is you want to get them to sell you the team for the low. You want to rob them. Much less than they were going to get for Boston. And then you can redisperse the team where you want to redisperse it to. See, this is the type of trash. This is the type of bullcrap. This is the type of poppycock, hogwash, and numbnutness that persuades the WNBA. This is why the league can't grow. This is coming from somebody who's been watching since '97. This is why it can't grow like it should. Because y'all don't make good business decisions. Okay, it's not a market you want to be in, fine. Put the list out. These are places you can take the team. And if it gets out, it gets out. If it leaks, it leaks.
So be it.
But you try to hold on to that, but at the same time, again, cocking the gun, shooting yourself in the left foot 3 times.
Yeah, I was about to say shooting yourself multiple times on the left foot.
You know what,
for no reason.
You know what pisses me off? You don't want the team in Boston, but you want to use the TD Garden for Sun home games.
Well, I mean,
when how disrespectful that is to the city of Boston.
Well, when Caitlin Clark comes to town, they got to find. They got to have a big enough venue. I mean, they could go to the Harvard Civic Center, but that's not big enough.
Yeah, it's Caitlin Clark. Yeah.
And yes, I agree, Playmaker. I too agree with you. I think that's rather. Although I really don't particularly care about Boston, that is disrespectful of Bostonians of actually having a team be the home team and use their NBA arena. And they're not going to be a WNBA team in that city.
And you know what makes it even more stupidity about this? Y'all want to put teams in cities that have NBA teams. Hell, you talking about one of the most franchised cities of the basketball community. It's just Boston.
That's a good point.
Oh yeah, Francisco. Yes, and I think all three of us will agree with you. This does have Adam Silver's handprints and signature written all over it.
Mm-hmm.
This is the issue that I have, and cool, both of you actually pinpointed for me as the issue that I have with it, and you all framed it beautifully for me to say this. And I'm glad, cool, you said the WNBA, this is its 29th season, 29th full season. And this league could have been run better in all 29 seasons. It could have been run better. It could have been marketed better. It still can be marketed better. It could be pushed forth better. It could be supported better. And I'm not talking about the NBA players at all. I'm talking about within the WNBA, it could be supported better. And to me, you had the framework the first 5 years where you targeted it to the girls and the mothers of these girls. So what happened in between the first 5 years of the league where that was actually, to me, the best marketing that you all did, and I still think you could have been better than that. And now, because you don't sell the idea of this is a game that an 8-year-old girl could see and say, you know what? In about 12, 13 years, I could be on that court too. But no, you don't do that. You don't market the product well enough because you're seeing how the NBA markets it, and you're like, oh yeah, we want the guys to watch too. You don't even have to go hard for the guys who appreciate you to watch it. Cool, Playmaker and I. You don't even have to market to us. If the play on the court is good, that's all we care about.
You can do Dre in there too.
and definitely Dre. If the play on the court is good enough, that is all that's necessary for us. And those are the guys you would want to have anyway, and you don't have to target us. Just make the product on the court good. And now you have players who can ball out, and we're not even talking about Caitlin Clark. We got players who can ball TF out, and they don't get love at all.
You know, the funny thing is the fact that me and Kobe have fun going back and forth about the MVP thing, but clearly the two best women, none of us named Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese.
No, because neither one of them are the best player in the league, nor the second.
And
it may take a while before they get there. Go ahead,
and
sir.
I also want to say, the two best players in the WNBA are fine. Okay,
Yeah,
they are fine.
They are.
Matter of fact, one of them is a mother and married.
Mm-hmm. And the
And
other's
the
dating
other
an
one
NBA player.
is dating an NBA player. Their baby's gonna be 7'5".
Yeah, but he's gonna be tall too. Yeah.
Now,
but before you continue, Playmaker, here is the big time issue I have.
I got a bigger one for you, but go ahead.
You probably do, but you claim that the league is broke, but you just announced expansion in 3 different cities. And Cool mentioned this point.
We have 5 in total coming right now. You have Toronto and Portland.
Yeah. But you have Toronto and Portland that's coming, and then you have Golden State who has arrived, and now you have 5 more teams that's due to come in the next few years. So which is it? The league is broke, or the league is strong enough to expand? Because it can't be both. So in this sale, what pisses me off is that, okay, you don't want to have the team in Boston. This league doesn't disrespect this league doesn't respect its history. And it's like what Cool says, you got a hotbed of a basketball area.
Starving for somebody to be successful because the Hornets.
The Hornets garbage. That area is a basketball rich area. They don't give a crap what type of basketball it is. If it's basketball, they want to watch it. I know because I lived in the state. Any basketball, they'll gobble it up. So it's a shame you don't have a team in Charlotte. It's a shame that you took, to me, the pillar of the league out in Houston, and you don't have a team there.
There's no reason that you don't have a team either.
Yeah. So I'm with Cool. There's no reason that you do not have a team in Charlotte, because that whole state is basketball rich. And in Houston, there's no reason to take that they don't have a team, because to me, they're like what the Boston Celtics were in the 1960s. Or you could go even further. The Minneapolis Lakers were in the 1950s.
Which relates my point. Why you don't want a team in Boston? To my one, right? Histories of basketball.
Yeah. So you have your first champion, and they don't exist as a franchise. How much ridiculousness is that? And how much sense does that make? So now you're rounding the corner of year 29. Next year will be year number 30. And you have issues with marketing. You have issues with tradition. You have issues with history. And you're having issues with your players too, because you only want to pay them less than 10% of the whole revenue.
I'm glad that you went there. So let me piss you off even more, sir.
All yours, sir.
Let me piss you off even more. They offered the players $2,226 of salary. Now, let me remind you, he just brought up the 9.3% that we've been talking about for like the longest time, right? That TV deal that they got, thanks to Alex in the NBA, by the way, $2.2 billion, correct?
Yep, that's
Do you even know that $226K is not even 1% of that?
Correct.
And the players said no.
And the players should have said no. I mean, come on now.
They should have said that's your couch.
Right. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me educate some of you fans out here.
Yes.
Because y'all like, oh my God, they rejected a 400% raise. Do y'all do realize it's not even 1% of that darn media deal that they got?
They rejected.
Of course they gonna say no.
They pissed
on.
You know the people say, they want to make money like the NBA. They're not the NBA. Go sit your clown butt down go sit your $5 butt down before I make change.
You know what 10% of that 2 billion would be? It would be in the millions.
Millions.
That's only 10%. That's what I'll be asking for. You can't even get them 10%.
Oh, they're gonna have to give them 10%. Ain't gonna be no league. They're gonna be the players.
And to your point, Cool, the ones that say, well, they want to be the NBA, they can't be the NBA because they may not making money on the NBA. The league wasn't making any money until Magic Johnson and Larry Bird got in the league, and it took them 4 years of them being in the league before they turned a profit.
WNBA is already starting to turn a profit,
right? And they're turning a profit because let me see,
Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, 1984 NBA Finals. That would be their so that would be their that would be their 38th year in the league. The WNBA is turning a profit 10 years sooner than the NBA did.
And you know the fun thing about this is Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark have been missing games, and yet people are still watching the WNBA.
Why? Because there's talent beyond those two,
and they got sucked in by those two. You had to have the faces to suck them in.
Right.
Now they seeing Aja Wilson, Napheesa Collier.
Wow, she can
Lisa
ball.
Gray.
Wow,
all
she
these
can ball.
All these wonderful players, and now it's like, oh, okay.
So, Kathy Engelbert, you better get your ish together.
Get your mind right, boo boo.
Yeah,
because you effing up badly right about now.
You already stiffing the players, and now you're stiffing the fans of actually Logic. I get that I get that Connecticut's a hotbed. I get that because you got UConn, and UConn women's basketball is probably one of the best things going in college sports, period. So I get that. But you got to make that decision. You going to stiff the players some more, or are you going to pay them? Are you going to actually say it's probably not profitable for this franchise to be in Connecticut or not? Am I going to crap on tradition, or am I going to fan the flames to it? Am I going to market this league to the people it needs to be marketed to, or am I going to continue to chase after the NBA dollar? You got a lot of decisions to make in a short amount of time because you're proving to be ineffective as a commissioner.
I told y'all. Actually, I told you y'all got to 2027 before Juju get here. We might not even get the Juju the way Kathy Engelbert is going right now.
No. We're gonna have to get the Juju because that woman needs to ball.
They're gonna have to find a way to get the Juju.
Yes, they're gonna find a way to get the Juju. She's gonna ball, and they already know she's gonna. If they thought Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is gonna bring them eyeballs,
listen. Bold proclamation.
Jeez, man.
You can chop it, you can cut it, you can quote me. Juju is to the WNBA what Michael Jeffrey Jordan was to the NBA. You just got to get her here.
What have we said, playmaker? What have we said, playmaker?
I know what we be saying, but the decision making right now,
it's terrible. It's moribund. It's horrible. I'll put it this way: it's stinking ghetto.
And that's not what we need right now.
They're gonna mess around and the what's the lead that Napheesa and what you call they got? They're gonna mess around. And that's where everybody gonna be
Unrivaled
gonna be the new WNBA. Y'all keep messing around.
Not Unrivaled.
They pay them more too.
They seriously.
And they are keeping the players within the state.
I'm serious. They're gonna mess around and they're gonna have these players, the ones that are gonna be coming out of NCAA. They're gonna be saying, "Oh, we can make money in this league, or we can go overseas and make money." A whole lot more than the WNBA is going to be paying.
They mess around, give them about another year. Ice Cube going to be the made a league for women.
Yeah.
So, Kathy Engelbert, all you board of directors in the WNBA,
they need to bring
get it together.
They need to do
before it's too late.
He know how to start a league and market it and get people to watch. Y'all need to bring him.
I had to get that off. I've been holding that in for an entire week.
I'm glad. I'm glad you got that off, man.
I am too, sir.
Because I think Cool and I agree with you.
Yeah.
The way this league is going, you got too much talent. You have too good of a product on the court now for the league to misrepresent them the way they are, poorly managing them the way they are.
Pay them women, y'all. Y'all got pay them women now.
Because I find that ridiculous.
Yeah. You gonna offer them crumbs.
Not
and you
even
thought they was gonna say yes.
Not even 10% of the overall revenue. Not even 10%.
Not even the 9.3 they get now.
Because they dip into the 9.3. Correct.
Y'all disrespectful. Spectful. Got me so
District doggone spectful. I love that.
You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying? Y'all disrespect doggone spectful to them women. Y'all gotta do better than that.
Let's
Much.
get out of here. Me and Cool McCain, we got less than an hour before
Yeah.
Minus Wrestling. Ooh. If you have any thoughts, please share them in the comments or whatever platform you hear this on. If you want to watch the video on our YouTube channel, the Playmakers Bar Sports Network YouTube channel. If you want to catch the audio version of it, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, wherever else you can find podcasts is at. For Shooting Lights Out. This has been another edition of Shooting Lights Out. For Cool McCain, repping the Super Bowl champion Eagles.
Always.
The morning shifts, Cole Johnson, I am the Playmaker. Thank you for joining us today for your weekly deep shot into hoops culture. We will see y'all next week. But if you're a college football fan, you can catch me and Kuma. I think I'm going to bring Kuma King on Wednesday for opening week and Cole Johnson for Bear Down the Gridiron.
Well, and Playmaker, if you need support for your liberty, free!
You've done good. You've done great. But you can't stop here. You can't stop now. You gotta keep going. Through all your trials and your tribulations, you gotta keep pushing. Now, finish your canvas.
Yeah, gotta get it out the mud, that's the only way to win. Who am I to point the finger like I never ever seen? Been through the ups and downs like the letter N. They don't let you through the door, better kick that again. Cause that's the only way to win. That's the only way to go. Gotta get it out the mud. Gotta get it out the flow. Cause that's the only way to go. Let's go.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. If you want to follow the podcast, you can follow it on all streaming platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and a whole lot more. This has been